One. You are listening to the Ash and Manoftomorrow podcast. Manoftomorrow, say hello.
Hey everyone.
Uh, Tonight's topics: the new Sailor Moon anime, as well as The Hobbit, which will be coming out in December. Also, we will be doing we'll have a special announcement later on for you guys, and our favorite reviewers on YouTube. So let's begin. I guess we'll start off with the new Sailor Moon anime that's coming out. Well, what have you heard about this, Matt? Tomorrow, a lot.
Uh, Not a lot. Just that it's going to be, I think, released next year, or either it's going to be released next year, or it's going to be started early next year. I'm not quite sure which is true. Just that it's set for 2013, but I think it's completely brand new.
Yeah, yeah. From what I've been hearing, it's going to be they're making a new series in celebration of the original Sailor Moon. So it's similar to how they did with Dragon Ball Z, where it was just in a celebration of the return of Dragon Ball Z. So that's nice. This one I will, like I said, I think this one's going to follow the manga a lot more closely. So that's a good thing right there. Is it'll follow the manga, and in general, we'll have a newer animation as well. But looking forward to it whenever we get here in the U.S. Um, Hopefully that means it'll be done by Funimation, and there won't be like the bullshit there is with the other when the original Sailor Moon was out and the dub was absolute crap. Which I'm sorry, people, I did not like the Sailor Moon dub. I'll say that again.
Oh yeah, especially the voice actress for Serena. What's it? Something. Well, name was. I think it was
It was
Cook. Something Cook.
no, it was Terry Hawks.
Oh, Terry Hawk.
She did the voice for Sailor Moon. She was, I'll give her enough credit to say she was actually decent. I could tolerate her. Then they replaced her and replaced half the cast with really bad voice acting. People who basically had no clue how to dub. It looked like they were reading from a script. This was after the what was it, Sailor? I believe it was after they replaced all the voice actors with it was after the future, when they were in the future. They returned to battle Wise Man from the future. I mean, that's when they redid the That's when after that they redubbed it for.
Yeah. The only one I've seen is the first season where it does the origin of the characters, of Serena coming across the other Sailor Senshis, and then the big fight on the enemy headquarters, Queen.
Barrel.
Yeah, Queen Marrow, and the big secret that came out that she's actually a princess. No, not a princess, a queen in the future, and the other Sailor Senshis, they're in a sense they're princesses for each other kingdoms or planets.
Yeah, basically they find out that Usagi is actually the Moon Princess, and so they all and after that, fuck, I'm drawing a blank on my fucking Sailor Moon shit right now. God
Yeah.
damn it. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that, and I think a little bit of the second season where Tuxedo Mask was brainwashed and he was fighting on the enemy side, and a little bit of that too. But other than that, I'm not even familiar with the manga at all.
Well, the manga, I've been reading the manga. It's got the writing for the new one that came out is kind of sloppy. It's not the best. However, though, surprisingly enough, the story is good. The story is actually, I like the way the story was handled in the manga better than the anime. One of the things in the manga, in the second season, Sailor Moon and Tuxedo Mask don't break up. Actually, in the manga, they don't break up. In the second season, they do. They
Also, that's the interpretation of the second season of the anime, that when Tuxedo Mask was turned to the dark side, so to speak, brainwashed. That was interpreted as a breakup.
No, it wasn't that. It was he was turned in the first season. That still happened in the manga. He got turned to joining Queen Beryl. He was brainwashed to join them. It's actually darker in the manga than it is in the anime. In a lot of areas, it's much darker. But what all around happened was he. God, I'm drawing such a fucking blank right now. God damn it. Oh wow, I'm like. Okay, let me try to calm down for a second. Basically, he had to fight he basically gets captured, joins the enemy. Usagi actually, there's a point where he dies, I believe. Yeah, in the manga he dies, and then Sailor Moon tries to kill herself, and yeah, that was about it. It was so then she tries to kill herself. Sorry, the wall just contacted me. Yeah, he tried to kill himself. Let's see what else. Oh wait, yeah, she tried to kill herself. He, then the other scouts retreat, come back. They use their powers to revive Usagi. She, however, wasn't killed. Actually, I believe she hit something. I forget. It was like a lock or something she hit. But she wakes up and and with the help of Tuxedo Mask, they defeat the queen. Well, they defeat the dark. They defeat the dark energy of that play. Dark energy there, which is interesting because the manga it's done differently. In the manga, Queen Beryl dies actually. Sailor Venus kills her. Sailor Venus kills her in the manga, and yeah, Sailor Venus kills her in the manga, and they fight what Sailor Moon is fighting is the darkness itself. I forget the name of it, but it was a darkness and it was unstoppable.
Oh, interesting.
And at the end, they all they defeat her. They defeat her, and then we go into season. Then we go into the next season, which the second part of the manga, which was the future when Rini comes down. No, wait, not wait, Chibiusa. Sorry, fucking, I'm getting them all mixed up right now. I'm getting the English version and the Japanese version mixed up. I especially hate since I hate the English version of Sailor Moon, but I'm getting the names mixed up right now. But
Oh, you're talking about the little pink-haired
yeah,
girl that comes to the present, and she turns out to be the daughter of Darien and Serena.
yeah. Well, apparently she's 900 years old. Actually, Chibiusa is actually 900 years old. She's not able to age. They explain this in manga of what's going on and stuff, but I'm not going to give too much away right now. But she comes down and basically points a gun at Usagi, which is freaking hilarious to see her point a gun. But I will say this though about one thing I liked about the manga more about Chibiusa or Sailor Mini Moon, as she's also called, is that she's not a complete brat like she is in the manga. In the manga, I mean in the anime, sorry. Anime she's a brat. She's a brat. Manga, she's much nicer, much kinder. I really liked her in the manga.
Oh yeah, because I recall from the anime that a couple of episodes I saw that involved her was she got on Serena's nerves. I mean, she really hated Serena, but whenever it came to Darien, she was all putty and friendly toward Darien. She didn't want anything to do with Serena.
Yeah, that was another thing. That's one thing. That's kind of irritating too, the way that the anime handled that. The anime messed up on a lot of things. That was one thing I've noticed is the anime really did screw up on a lot of things. Um, in the manga, Sailor Moon and Tuxedo Mask don't break up. There's not a breakup. Um, and and the people who actually get captured in the manga are uh, Jupiter, Mars, and Mercury are the ones who get captured. And Sailor Moon, Sailor Venus, and Tuxedo Mask have to go back in time, have to go to the future with the help of Chibiusa to save them. So it's told. I like the way it's told better than the manga in general. It makes more sense, and the anime made a lot of fucking mistakes, and it's also due to the fact that that a lot of the episodes got really repetitive, really fast. That was one of my biggest points with Sailor Moon, the original anime, is that it gets to a rinse and repeat cycle a little bit, where a villain comes to try to take down. Villain comes, sends his little crony to fight Sailor Moon. They stop him. End of an episode, and this would go on for like 5 or 6 episodes before an interesting plot development would come. It's like, would you please just move on to the fucking story? I don't really care about these side villains. I want to see the main story here, but yeah, there was major issues there.
So what's the deal with the new series? Is it going to be completely redone, like in animation style, or is it going to be like
Dragon
Dragon
Ball.
Ball Kai, where it's the same animation, but it's cut to where it's in the manga style or closer to the manga?
Here's the thing, though. Dragon Ball Kai. The thing about Kai is they really didn't need to do that much to make Dragon Ball Kai more accurate to the manga, because I'm gonna be honest, even though Z has its problem with its filler, it's still pretty damn. Dragon Ball Z is still, the anime is still pretty accurate to the manga. Yeah, it's just a bunch of fucking filler. It's still pretty accurate. Sailor Moon, on the other hand, from what I've read, they're gonna have to redo the animation. They're gonna have to redo everything for this version of Sailor Moon.
Oh, in order to make it absolutely accurate. So it's going to be a combination of both new animation and cut it together to be more accurate to the manga. Because the way how you describe it, it sounds like they're just going to have to scrap the old animation and just do it in brand new drawing.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I will assume they will be doing, which is perfectly fine with me. I wouldn't mind if they did it that way, personally. I mean, it's I still love the animation for the original Sailor Moon, but I wouldn't mind if it got changed, if they changed it up a bit, made it look newer, fresher. That wouldn't bug me. I mean, hell, but if they decide to go the route like Dragon Ball Kai, I still won't be that bugged by it, because I know they'll clean up everything. That's the thing about Kai, though, is that about its animation, everything was cleaned up and it looked gorgeous. So I'm not like too worried about that. As terms of episodes go for this will probably be around 120 episodes, I would assume, maybe even less, just because the manga is not near as long as the anime was, and they won't drag everything out like the anime love to do. So this one will be much shorter.
I'll have to check out the manga, assuming it's online.
Do you live by a Barnes and Noble or books?
Well, there's a Barnes and Noble outside of my town. Maybe like 10 minutes tops, 15. No, I mean 10 it's a minimum of 10 miles to 15, depending on traffic. But I mean, I don't know if they have every single book of the Sailor Moon, because sometimes I go to stores in my town for manga, and they're missing a couple. It's not where it's one through whatever. It just depends on what's available. But I will definitely check out Barnes and Nobles.
Yeah,
But before that, I'll look at a few chapters online to see how it's done out before shelling out the money. Because the last manga I bought in the store was like $10.
These mangas are a little on the pricey side. I'm not gonna lie. The new Sailor Moon manga is a little pricey. It's not as much as High School of the Dead mangas, which are $15 a manga. This is like $13 though. This is still a little expensive.
I mean, because I even ordered the first volume of High School of the Dead online off Amazon, and it came down to like $10, nearly $10, based on shipping and cost. But
well, if you want to get cheaper manga, try WriteStuff.com. That's one of the best places to go for anime and manga.
It's WriteStuffManga.com.
Yeah, I'll send you a link after this, and I'll send everyone here the link to Write Stuff as well. Why not? You all get the link to Write Stuff, so congratulations. You've all earned it. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the manga is much. I prefer it over the anime. Definitely, the manga was done, I think, much better. I think the anime has its problems. Like, let's put it this way: if I was gonna do a top 20 Sailor Moon for anime wise, would be on the top 20. The Sailor Moon manga so far would be on the top 5 best mangas I've read. There's a huge difference there.